Then you can see part of the southern wall. This part is of the temple. And on top of it, you can see now Al-Aqsa Mosque, which is a Muslim side. Al-Aqsa is the last mosque, the faraway mosque, according to the oral books, the outside books of the Muslims, because Jerusalem is not mentioned in the Bible, in the Quran, in their Bible, in their holy book. According to the Hadith, Muhammad had a night journey to here, to Al-Aqsa. He went to the foundation stone, which is the Dome of the Rock of today, and ascended into heaven. The foundation stone was the site of the Jewish temple. What you can see here is so many things, but I will talk about the wall of the city from the time of King Solomon. King Solomon! 3,000 years ago. It looks like that. The Bible call it the Ophel. Ophel, it's like to climb up, and you can see if you look at the three arches. Where are the three arches? Here it is. You can see even stairs next to it. Then I believe that so many Jews entered to there 3 times a year. One of them was Jesus himself. Jesus never visited the city in Easter time or in Pentecost time. He came for Passover time, Pesach. He came for Shavuot, and that's why the disciples stayed in the city for the next 50 days after Passover, which now for the Christians is Easter. Then there are so many mikvahs, Jewish ritual bath, because every Jew, before he entered to the temple, he had to purify his body. And one of the biggest mikvahs is the Siloam Pool, the south part of the city of David, and that's where Jesus cured the blind man. Now you know why he was there, just before Passover. It's a beautiful, 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 beautiful place to visit. But that is already part of the about the Ottoman wall, 16th century. It leads us to 2 gates. And this is the most difficult part of the tour for me, because I have to climb and climb and climb and climb until there. And if you hear me, yes, like that, it's okay, I will survive. Then 16th century wall, but you can see that the foundation of it is older. Those are Herodian stones. Oh, those were still, but from the city of Herod, from the Second Temple time. More olive trees in front of you. And that's the entrance to City of David, which is a great place to visit. In City of David, you can actually see something that in most of the city there's so many question marks. You will find so many archaeological finds with names of figures and important people that were mentioned in the Jewish Bible. Then in that case, this is different than so many other places. You can actually walk with the Bible and see everything. It's such an amazing tour. I didn't mention it before, but did you subscribe my channel? I think it's worth it. I have more than 20,000 videos. Some of them are very unique. Southern wall of the city. Soon we will reach the dung gate, the garbage gate. And I'm not sweating at all today, just a little bit. Look at that car. And you might ask me, why that car's got so many strange windows? Because that car, as I believe, entered to the West Bank, to the part that is a little bit dangerous, mainly because Palestinians try to burn down or to destroy the people who live there, usually a Jewish settlement. You can see the color. Then, by that, they are keeping people safe. And I hope that one day we will find a solution. The dung gate, the garbage gate, yeah, strange name, isn't it? But that's got a very important meaning for it. Think about you. If you are living in the skyscrapers, yeah, then are you taking your garbage up or down? Down. This is one of the lowest gates. Then everything was taken from here outside, and they threw it here in the valley. And I want to show you something. But we have to cross the road. Look how beautiful it is. That used to be a parking lot, and they decided to excavate it together with City of David. And you can see that we find here so many things. Last thing that we found was an ivory. Ivory items used to be owned by rich people, and that ivory is from the first or second temple time. Then it is a Givati parking lot, and they're still excavating here. And every time they find new finds. It's such an important place to visit. City of David, city of the kings of David family. Then this is the garbage gate. No, all right, I'm sweating. The idea was to go to the Nativity of Mary Day to celebrate, but there is a mass in French, and they know me. They asked me not to take a video there. And of course I agreed to do that. Then for the Catholic and the Greek Orthodox of us, happy birthday, Mary! Mary is the one that usually, when the Catholic and Greek Orthodox remember someone, they're celebrating her death. But here, they're celebrating her death and her birthday. Then beautiful, beautiful city. I don't know if you can hear a little bit of drums, but it's Thursday. Thursday, it's a bar mitzvah day. The guys, the children, are, when they reach 13 years old, they are becoming a man the minute they will read the Bible in front of everyone. And they're waiting here for the beginning of the celebration. I wonder where's the bar mitzvah child. Usually is the one that feels horrible because everything is around him. Everyone are wearing white. there's a small entrance, a small gate next to it. It might be the Tanner gate. And let me show it to you. Let me just enter for like a few minutes into the city. All right, I can hear that they are now, or maybe starting the celebration. Then we will celebrate with them a little bit. But yes, you can hear that they are starting. It's a day of happiness. And who told you that the Western Wall is a Wailing Wall? And that is part of the corridor, straight from 6th century. You can see the ancient stones here, and let me show you, it's the tour of the walls, and let me show you a little bit of it. Because the wall of the temple is part of it. Remember, we saw the southern wall, that part of it is the wall of the temple that King Gary built, part of it is the wall of the city, and from here you will understand it better. Then that is the corner of the southern and western wall of the temple that King Gary built. The western wall plaza, the Wailing Wall is there, but the Wailing Wall is not a Wailing Wall, it's a happy wall. Remember, we saw Al-Aqsa from there, and the wall of the city is around it. And let's go back through the small gate, the Tanner's gate, to listen a little bit to the Bar Mitzvah ceremony. They cannot enter to the western wall with the instrument, but here they can celebrate. You can see that the mitzvah guy is in the center of the chuppah. Torah scroll. He's holding the Torah scroll. Another mitzvah ceremony. Although I wanted to stay with them because this is happiness and it's in the shade, we will continue through our tour of the walls. You can see some buildings outside the walls. A lot of them are actually tombs. Remember, you can bury people outside the walls. And another bar mitzvah ceremony is on the way. I will start to climb up, but I don't want to disturb that group of bar mitzvah celebration that I will make around it. Blue and white is the color of the Israeli flag, the color of the talit, which is the shroud that the Jews are covering themselves when they are praying. We're still at the northern wall, so the southern wall of the temple, and those are tombs. And here you can see part of the wall from the Roman time. Where it is? Let's see. No, if it's 11 and 12 and 13, oh, century, we are talking about Crusader and later on Muslim. Middle Ages, they say already. Neither way Crusader. Now there's so many things to see here. We are reaching soon to Mount Zion. In Mount Zion you can visit the room of the Last Supper. You can visit the tomb of King David. You can visit the tomb of Oskar Schindler from Schindler List. High Priest House according to the Armenians, and so many other options. Huh? It's so strange, I'm not breathing. Usually I couldn't do that without stopping. Looks like burial sites. Or a mikveh here, a Jewish ritual bath. Sadly they close it, and I don't want to be the one who will be against the law. Although I'm not so innocent. There is an open gate here. Then I'm doing it legally. Then let's see what we can see here. Not a lot. But let's see if we can see something else here. I must tell you that I'm guiding a lot that area, but I never enter. I never walked. No, it's not that I never walked. I walked. But it was in between that and that. I didn't visit that place like I'm visiting now. And did you subscribe my channel? Yes, you did. Thank you very much. Many years ago, 2 years ago, there was someone that say, please make a video of all the walls around the city, and I will give you 20 shekels for that. $5. What can I tell you? If you want to support me, you can, but don't tell me that you are doing it and then you will support me. If you want to support me, you can do that via buy me a coffee or PayPal. It's in the inscription. You will find the link there. If not, you can ask me and I will send it to you, but it doesn't sound nice. I will give you 20 shekels. 20 shekels, $5? It's what can I tell you? I didn't like it. The high priest house, Mount Zion, according to the Catholic. Then if it is the house of Caiaphas, then Jesus was there, and St. Peter denied Jesus 3 times. And you see that I will climb a little bit more to reach Mount Zion, but you can see how beautiful is now the Jewish quarter. And the Dome of the Rock is in front of you. Mount of Olives. Oops, sorry. It's there too, together with the Ascension. And in a good day, you could see the mountains of Jordan and the valley of Judean Valley. But it's a little bit hot and hazy. Yes, I want to go in through the sidewalk, mainly because we can reach to Zion Gate from 2nd or 6th century, and they are excavating it. We will enter, you will see the Zion Gate from the 16th century, but I want you to see the ancient one. Zion, it's a name of a site in Jerusalem, but it became to be the name of Jerusalem as well. The movement of the Zionists is from that name. Zionists are people who say that in the 19th century, enough is enough. The Jews are suffering. We must do something to help them, and help them by going back to their homeland. Then let me show you what we are doing today. I don't know if I split the tour into a few different videos, but until now, 50 minutes. I started from here. This is the northern wall of the city, and the eastern one. We did that. We saw the Lion's Gate, we saw the Mercy Gate or the Golden Gate, and then this is the part of the southern wall, part of it of the temple. And then you saw the Dung Gate with the Bar Mitzvah ceremonies, and the small one is the Tammuz Gate, and we are here heading to Zion Gate. And then what I'm planning to do is to go all the way to till Jaffa Gate, because yesterday I took a video from Jaffa Gate until here through the northern part of the wall. Then let's climb up. And we can make a short tour. Should I sit? No. I will try to reach Zion Gate, the ancient one. And then I will rest at the new side, Zion Gate, from the Ottomans' time, because there's a place to sit and drink. North Carolina. Then there's a villa from Second Temple time that been destroyed just like the city at 70 AD. And we find here Byzantine Islamic buildings as well. And part of Zion Gate that was here somewhere. What you see today is, remember, is the Ottoman part. The last part of climbing, my friend. It's only the end of my Via Dolorosa of the day. Sweating and hot. You can see that this is an ancient wall. Can be from the time of King Herod, and the new wall from the 16th century. Towers in between to control the city and control every part of it, mainly because the wall is against the enemies. Yeah, you can hear me breathing. And now I'm very close to Zion Gate. I'm gonna rest there a little bit. But we already part of it's still the southern wall, south. South wall of the city. Here you can see beautifully the tower. 20 seconds for resting point. What that suitcase includes? Is it money? It's like rings? Or just, food? Now this is Mount Zion. I will talk about that, let's see, 2 minutes after I will feel a live person again. Then let me sit there and rest, not here, it's too much sun here. You can see Zion Gate here, but we will talk about it soon. I'm alive again, and you can see Zion Gate. Zion Gate was one of the 8 gates of Jerusalem, but at the time of from 1984 until 1967, that part that I'm standing on was part of Israel. The other part was part of the Jordanians that occupied the old city, and actually most of the Palestinian territories. Then Palestine as a country never exists, and it was occupied by the Jordanians, not by the Israelis. But because it was a border between Israel and Jordan, and you can see the bullet holes around it. And as a little child, what my father used to tell me, I don't remember it, I was around 4 years old, he said, Zahi, Isaac, Jerusalem is here. The old city is here. For me, as a 4 years old child, Jerusalem was a wall. And then he said, one day I will take you to the Western Wall, to the Kotel, Wailing Wall. And, you know, as a 4 years old child, I'm not sure that I was very, I don't know, all right, he said that, then so what? And a year later, in 1967, when I was 5 years old, now you know how young I am, he took me to the Western Wall because we came back to the city, the Israelis, and he was crying there because he promised me something that he was sure that he won't fulfill. And I was crying there because he didn't buy me a wooden camel that I saw on the way. And at that moment, the Western Wall was a Wailing Wall. But most of the time, just like you saw the Bar Mitzvah ceremonies, the Western Wall is a very happy wall. The Jews are call it the Kotel, which is another word to the wall. Let's just enter it to show how it looks like. Usually, when you're entering a gate, you cannot enter straight, because the idea is to make the enemy more difficult to enter. Now it's a road here, then I actually must take care that there's no car. Oh wow, it's so cool and nice here. A little bit of shade, and it's a totally different story. Then when we enter to here, you can see mostly the Armenian quarter, which is the other side of the wall here. We have 4 neighbors. Armenian is here, we have the Jewish, the Christian, and the Muslim one. Now, 2 signs, a little bit of politics. Look at that sign. It's in English, Arabic, and Hebrew, Zion Gate. Who did it? Who put it here? The answer is usually look at the upper part of the sign and look at the first language. The first language was in English. It means that someone who spoke English controlled that city. We are talking about the British. And if we'll go to that sign, and actually you can talk about those signs as well. First language here is in Hebrew, and then Arabic, because that is together with the Hebrew the 2 languages that Israel accepts as the language of Israel. And the third one is for the tourists, Zion Gate, but that's the lower one. You can see it here again here. Remember, Zion in English, Arabic, and Hebrew. Here it's Hebrew, Arabic, and English. Then let's go out. And let's continue with the wall. Then let me show you the map, and let me tell you what I'm doing now. Oh, where we are. Then we are now at Zion Gate. We will continue to Jaffa Gate and to Tower of David, which is a fortress of King Herod. And there's something here which supposed to be very important. It's alternative something. And we will end the tour at Jaffa Gate because yesterday I started from Jaffa Gate till here. Today we started it from here, and altogether it's 1 hour. Yesterday it took me 30 minutes. It's gonna take me around 2 hours to make a round tour around the city. It shows you that it's not a big city. To the left, it's part of Mount Zion Institute. Mount Zion was a one big church in the 4th century. Today, it's a convent, Armenian convent, and a cemetery. I visited a few times. Beautiful place. The building to the left that they're building is the high priest, according to the Armenians, and it's such a beautiful place to visit. We will do that next time. I think I do have a video of it, but I'm not sure. I think it was many years before they started to take videos. Ah, I'm walking in the shade. Another tower to protect the blind spots, to be sure that the enemy is not hiding here. This is part of the project that at nighttime you can actually visit a lot of the city, and it will be lit with beautiful colors. In 1948, the Israelis tried to enter here and to occupy the city from the Jordanians without a success. They decided to take their stones out and enter through there. As you can understand, it didn't help a lot. Then in the 4th century, it used to be one big church, and now there's many institutes: Armenian, Greek Orthodox, Muslims, Jewish, mostly churches, cemeteries. Behind it, it's a cemetery. And if you want to see what's in it, the only thing that you need to do is to climb up to the ramparts tour, and I do have a ramparts tour. A video of it, then you will be able to see it as well. Shlomo Meir Cohen been murdered here many years ago by a fanatic Muslim guy while he was walking here, but the situation is much better. I know that you hear a lot about the conflict between the Israelis and Palestinians, but the one who already been with me in the groups or in the videos that I'm taking, you saw that most of the Israelis and most of the Palestinians are actually they know that we cannot live without each other. We need them, they need us, and they're good people. But in my side, and mostly in the other side, in the Israeli side and the Palestinian side, there are fanatic groups. We have the Hamas terror organization, the Jihad Islamic. It's like a terror organization all over ISIS, like ISIS. I hope that we will find a solution for that. And usually the names that you see here is of a families who donated money to create the park around the city. And we are at the corner of the western wall of the city, not of the temple, and the southern wall of the temple.